All right, so today, Coach Trippi, is brought to me some new recipes. Today we're going to be doing some portobello mushroom burgers. They use black beans, portobello mushrooms, broccoli, very healthy, but also great tasting. First off, we had to prep the mushrooms. So what I do is, you know, mushrooms are never good. They absorb a lot of liquid. And you don't want to soak them in water. You want to basically take a wet towel and wipe them off. I like to cut off the back end here, just a little bit of trim, because it's dry and we don't want that real hard bark-like texture of the end of the mushroom. So now we're getting ready to prep them and cut them up. We're going to dice these up. We're going to mix them with some black beans. We're going to use a little bit of egg, so it's not a straight vegan. It's vegetarian, but it's going to be a delicious burger. You know, you're paying that high price for this different kind of protein substitute meat products. That this is another way that you can make it from scratch, and you know exactly what's going in it. So we're going to get started on this. So we're going to add to this mushrooms. We cut up all these mushrooms here. And you see that? Okay, and now I guess we're making like enough for a school. That's Coach Trippi. He's always wanting to give away. Now you can use this stalk, but we're not going to use it today. You can shave it. You can put it in salads. You can, you can cook it down. But we're just going to use the flowerets today. And this is a great way to get your kids to eat vegetables. They don't see that they're in there, you know. This all chopped down. All right. Even though Coach Trippi doesn't like onions, how do you make a burger without an onion? How do you make a vegetarian burger without an onion? I mean, you got to have some flavor. If you're not going to get flavor from the fat of the meat, then you're going to need to use some onion and some garlic, some good seasonings. And what I'm doing is I'm just showing you, normally you can leave the root on, it holds it together better. I'm just trimming it off because I'm going to just dice it all up so that, and Jeff wants it fine diced, so.
Jeff is Coach Trippi, AKA.
AKA. Yeah, if he's eluding the authorities, we want to make sure that
protection program.
That his gloves are. Jeff brought me medium gloves, not exactly what I need, but
one size fit most.
No, it's not the way it works with me. It's been garlic. Stuff's huge. I didn't bring my garlics pressed. That would have been probably the right thing to use on this big old garlic, but I'll show you how to do it if you don't have a press. This is like a whole bulb of garlic here and too close. This stuff, man, it's huge. The ingredients we've already prepped. Take a little salt, lay it down on the cutting board. It acts as a sandpaper, and just use the side of your knife to drag it across. You're just kind of crushing it on that. You can see all the juice come out of it. Yeah, just doing a quick grate of some Parmesan. Getting used to the kitchen. We got this brand new beautiful kitchen that we're working out of. Just weren't sure what we all needed. A nice buffalo chopper of some sort would be good on this, but we're going to mix this Parmesan in, make a nice, really going to add a nice flavor to it. Kind of make up my own. I'm going to put a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of harissa. This has got chilies in it and peppers. Put some of that in there. I'm gonna add some pepper. I usually use the pepper grinder, but we're doing a lot of it, so I'm gonna just pour this in. Black pepper. We're gonna use some thyme. And we're gonna put some salt in here. I gotta have some salt, even though we put some Parmesan in there. It wasn't really enough. Maybe we'll make some more. This is kind of my rub, if you will, or salt. We're gonna add some. Worcestershire. We're gonna be using. Put this in. And breadcrumb. We use a lot of this. We need a binder. Hold this together. So we'll just use that. All right. So I'm gonna mix this all up before I put the egg in. And we're gonna use a good amount of egg. Now, if you want to do this without egg, I recommend that you roast your mushrooms and your broccoli first to get some of the water out of it. We're making a frittata here. Okay, so we're gonna mix in some eggs, almost like a meatloaf in a sense that we're you know, you can use for usually for like 3 or 4 pounds of meat. I'm using 2 eggs. We have a lot of vegetables here, so we're going to use probably a half dozen eggs. All right, so we're going to get in here and get this all stuck together. All right, so here we are. We're making our patties of mushroom, broccoli, onion, Parmesan cheese, panko breadcrumb. We have a little bit of Worcestershire in there. We have some seasonings. The recipe we had called for Montreal seasonings. We didn't do that. We made our own. It had harissa in it and thyme and some chili pepper and salt and pepper and some, yeah, that's about it. And but how big do we want these? Because they're going to shrink. Mushrooms are they're also going to release a lot of water. So I'm going to make them like the size of a burger, right? The size of a nice 1/3 pound burger. And then we're going to get all these put up and we're going to put them in a nice oven, all preheated for us and ready to go. So you can get in on these right here. Come on over. You can see we're going to try to get 3 across. Nice sized burgers, right?
Beautiful.
And if I don't make them that big, Jeff will have bought 50 burgers. So I'm going to try to cut it down to 25 burgers. Feed school. We can feed those kids next door. Coach Trippi's in action. Yes, he is.
Here I am, an aspiring cooking student, aspiring vegan.
Looking good.
These are not vegan, but they're vegetarian.
Coach Trippi, I think we need more burgers.
We're gonna feed the school kids next door. We'll spread the word of healthy living. And this is really a great thing that we're doing. We're preparing quite a bit.
I try to teach Jeff that he should patty it in his hand, and he's patting it on the tray, so they're all gonna have a flat edge on the bottom. But that's okay.
I'm not ready to patty in my hand yet.
He's making little mini meatloafs. That's what he's doing.
Let me try to patty it in my hand while I'm on camera.
Okay.
And then, this is great. We're eating thoughtfully. We're preparing food for the next week or so. So people don't plan to fail; they fail to plan. So this will be a great way to avoid any thought of fast food because I will have plenty of food to bring.
We did put just a tad bit of oil down on the sheet pans. We're not sure what's going to happen. We're going to put these in the oven. We're just testing the oven temp. And we're getting them in there. I got them at 375. We're going to drop these in this convection oven. And hopefully they'll cook perfect. Put these up. Jeff's pan came out good. I'm going to, these are portobello mushroom burgers with black beans and onion. Parmesan cheese, some seasonings. So we're gonna get this right off of here like this. Now I'm gonna have it on. You could have this just with a lettuce wrap. You could have it on a bun. I'm having it with a tortilla and a lettuce wrap. I'm gonna lay it on here like this. And now the best topper of them all. You could put ketchup if you wanted. We got ketchup, but I'm gonna use my homemade jardinere, which is serrano peppers, and in an olive oil, as well as some other peppers. I love this. It's nice and spicy. We didn't really put anything too hot in the mix, so this will bring a nice bit of heat to it. And I'm going to fold this up and give it a go right for Jeff right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Oh, can't wait.
How is it, Chef?
It's absolutely delicious. You know, we learned a lot. I mean, we've never made this one before. It gave you two options in the recipe we looked at, and we went with one where we did all raw. You can cook the portobello mushrooms and get rid of some of that liquid, the water that comes out of them, as well as the broccoli. And I think if I did it again, and I will because it's so good, that I would do that and then make the mix. Probably would hold together and bind a little bit more. We did not use that much binder though. When you really look at it, yeah, we used a lot of eggs, but it was a big mix, and we did not use that much breadcrumb, and we could have went up probably on that as well. But overall, seasoning, flavor, texture, you know, it's got enough, little bit of crunch on the outside of the burger, kind of like a nice bark when you cook a burger on a grill. Really fantastic first time with black beans, good protein. We're getting it all right here, and the spice of that jardinere over the top.